Welcome to EdTech Tuesday. I'm Rich Dixon.
And I'm Jennifer Gibson.
Jennifer has an ebook to share with us today.
I do. Can you say the title?
I'm going to let you. Go for it.
Okay, so this is the fantastic flying books of Mr. Morris Lessmore. On your iPad, though, when you download it, it's just going to say Morris for obvious reasons. It's $4.99 for this app. So this is one that you're going to think about for your book collection. You might consider loading these different ones on different iPads and having a reading station so that you're not buying one for each individual iPad. So let's open it up.
Let's take a look and talk a little bit about ebooks in general as well, just to kind of touch upon a couple other things. Basically, this is text, of course, that's been put into an app. And so there's a level of interactivity that is developed into each of these apps.
But not all ebooks have a great amount of interactivity.
And some are more focused, meaning intent on that interactivity matching the objectives and text on the screen than some others.
Yes.
Others can kind of take you off on some entertainment. But it
depends. Now this falls into those great storytelling ebooks. This one I think is absolutely stellar. It's probably up there. It's also won a number of awards, even in the film industry, because it's considered a book but yet a short film. So I want to show you more about that. Go ahead and tap the screen. And this one is, like I said, it has a number of different features. It's an animated short film is what they do call this. And you can turn on, go ahead.
Well, Jennifer, I want to just point out, we just saw there on the screen a hand and it says read, and you can see it's repeating again, which is a really great cue if someone doesn't know where to begin.
It does.
Which is primarily going to be the adults. I think most kids are going to be able to dive right in.
And I want to say for ages, I would put this for kids all the way up to older kids, meaning people like us, because it's so fantastic. Now, it could read to you. It has a wonderful narrator voice, or you can read it yourself. But it's going to show you now some things that you need to do. So
we see some arrows that fade in and out just above the characters. So I'm going to try swiping across here and see what happens.
And so now you're part of the story. Swipe again. You're part of the story. Things are going to happen. Keep going. You're going to keep swiping for you to get the next page. All right, now go ahead. And that curl of the page appears once you've done enough activity. So every story has its upsets. One day, the sky darkened. And so you have these different things that you do with the buildings, and things start to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and turn. The wind's blue. And so you have this adventure. And it's really talking. The story is about the love of reading. And so you can play around with things, and, you know, it just gets super fun. And kids can go on this journey, and it really opens up the imagination, I think.
Well, for so many years with the development of ebooks, for many, many years now, we've seen different levels of effectiveness of being able to tell the story with text and visuals at the same time. And this is my first look at this book, and I think it's outstanding. The visuals are amazing. They're detailed and very much tied right to the text. And again, that's one of my biggest criticisms with some of the lesser ebooks, is that there's not a match there. It doesn't keep students focused on the text.
I think so. And the one thing I would say about this is this one's a little more costly, but as you can see, the quality is worth it. And the kids that I have had the chance to share this with, as well as the adults, are instantly in love with this book. And it's one of the favorites I've heard from a lot of people.
And I can see why. Jennifer, tell us a little bit about this gear. I'm assuming those are some options
These are some settings. So you can look at text, you can look at music, sound, the narrator text, there's note keeping, and then there's back to the home.
Excellent. I would love to explore just text real quickly for us, just to see what one of the settings does. It looks like that turns it off. Okay, great. So we can just have a quick and easy access to turning different features on and off.
That's right.
Wonderful.
I highly recommend it. It's something that everyone should have in their library for ebooks.